In a place where comfort was favored and dreams lay dormant, there was this person with a bold spirit and immense passion. This is a long tale of someone who left everything behind to explore the unknown and reach her dreams with an adventurous mind. This is my story, how I left security and comfort back home to explore and connect my dots that lead me here today, working in tech space and speaking at TEDxIEMadrid to share a story that carries valuable lessons from my unconventional journey. Let's go back to the year 2017, the year when my real estate career skyrocketed in the Philippines. At the age of 24, I achieved a remarkable feat of helping the company sell over 500 properties in just a span of 1 year. That success had everyone buzzing. My parents were bursting with pride. People admired me left and right. My CEO was very amused with my achievements. But amidst all the praise and applause, I felt like there was something missing. I knew I still wanted to learn more. I still wanted to do more things, to explore the world of tech, and to know how I can use it to scale marketing, expand operations, develop my ideas, and maybe make a change in this world. But that tech dream was not as easy as spelling career change. 1, I had no technical background. 2, my city wasn't really a technical capital. There were very few opportunities for me to enter tech. And 3, I had no support system because my family and friends thought that for you to enter and make it big in the tech arena, you gotta be a tech prodigy. You gotta be like Steve Jobs' long-lost daughter, or maybe Mark Zuckerberg's distant cousin. But all those setbacks didn't stop me from making a change or trying. I thought that if I cannot be Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, or Steve Jobs, I can be Romie Carillo, making waves in my own little unique ways. So I made the difficult decision. I resigned in the middle of my real estate career success. I still remember the faces of my parents when I broke the news. They were in total shock. But you know, we gotta break some few eggs in order to make a yummy tortilla de patata, correct? So I just thought, it's fine for me to break something that looks good to make something that is even better. It is fine for us to break society's expectation as long as we are staying true to ourselves, staying true to our aspirations. So, I want to tell you some advice. If you feel that your potential are bounded by limitations to where you are right now, just go. Don't hesitate. Find your right place. Because if you want to nurture your dreams and be someone you want to be, you gotta be in the right place, baby. You gotta be in a place where your skills can flourish and where your dreams can take root. And that place, sometimes it isn't where you feel the most comfortable. Sometimes it is far away from the familiar territories. Sometimes it is just embracing uncertainties. And being in the right place for your dreams requires your willingness to explore, learn, and adapt. So, I showed my eagerness, and I showed my willingness. In the early year 2018, I packed my things, bid farewell to my family and friends, hopped onto a plane, and 12,593 kilometers later, I arrived in the land of paella, in the land of sangria, in the land of siesta, España, Madrid to be precise. I arrived with my head full of dreams and with my heart full of hopes. I still didn't know how my dreams would unfold here, But I entrusted this foreign land that it would be the right space for me to connect my dots. Upon arrival, I was armed with nothing but my aspiration and my 3-month tourist visa. And I don't have superpowers. It is impossible for me to make my grand plan, my big dreams, into a reality within just 90 days. I needed more time. But options were limited. Student visa, too expensive. Work visa, too elusive. So, I took the unconventional route. I overstayed my visa, became an illegal immigrant, working as a live-in housemaid here in Spain. Not everyone understood my decision. Many raised their eyebrows and questioned the logic behind becoming an illegal immigrant in pursuit of my dreams. My parents couldn't wrap their heads around how dusting furniture and scrubbing floors would help me unlock the tech world. Many also believed that I was a lost cause because I kept on changing careers, changing jobs, changing industries. You know, I'm actually a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Management Accounting. Yet after graduation, I decided to choose a job that's totally unrelated to my course, online freelance writing. And then I hopped into virtual assistants, and I changed to real estate where I found glory. And just when everything seems to be working my way, I once again shifted gear and became a nanny. But it seems like all the odds were really with me because I found this loving Spanish family who took me in and provided me a living. The mom was a full-time architect and a hands-on mother who made me feel home. The father, he is a master of dad jokes, yet a serious entrepreneur who shared his business wisdom with me. And the kids, they are the sweetest. They treated me as if I was their big sister and their best friend. Even their extended family was incredibly kind. And because they treated me as if I was part of their family, my journey as a housemaid was definitely an incredible one. But it wasn't all sunshines and rainbows. There were storms too. Frequent hand washing and exposure to cleaning materials triggered my eczema. It was horrible. I was in pain. It took me 1 year and 3 doctors to finally heal it. And I also got a busy schedule because being a live-in nanny, or an interna as what we call here in Spain, required my presence from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., but of course, with 2 to 3 hours siesta break in between. But those challenges didn't stop me from hustling. Busy schedule? That was not an obstacle for me. I keep on steering the wheel because, as what they say, if life throws you a lemon, you gotta make a lemonade. So when life threw me a busy schedule, I made the best out of it. This phrase right here, this quotation, urges us not to let our circumstances define us or hinder our journey of growth and exploration. It urges us to become creative in solving problems, in making things, and achieving goals. And it also tells us that every obstacle, we should see it as a crucial dot, as an important piece of a puzzle that shapes our future. Are you very busy with your work during the day? You can do your side hustle at night. Swamped with projects and homework during weekdays, you can dedicate an hour of your Saturday to working towards your aspiration. If you cannot make a big dot right now, you can make small ones. And I did that while working as a nanny. I just tried a bunch of several different things. I started buying and selling clothes to the Filipino community here in Madrid. I even enrolled myself in an online IT course. Don't get me wrong, I still don't know how to code, didn't finish the course. And I also taught myself the ABC of digital tools. And I even volunteered to be an unpaid weekend apprentice to my IT entrepreneur Spanish friend. And then later, I started making a relatively bigger dot. I built a community for aspiring remote workers, sharing my knowledge with them, and grew it to over 5,000 members in 3 months. Determined to make it work, I made sacrifice. I pushed myself to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, to have time for script writing and recording my lesson before my work shift as a nanny starts. And later on, I invested my hard-earned money into this project to sustain its growth. 3 months later, I turned this community into an e-learning platform. Many people laughed at me because I allocated time, spent money into a project that didn't even bring revenue. But little did they know that this small act of empowerment provided livelihoods and changed the life of others. And moreover, it opened doors for me. The success of my community and online e-learning platform was a life-changing milestone. It signaled the end of an era. The bell rang, notifying me that that time was the perfect time for another transition. So, I fully bloomed from being a diligent nanny to someone working in tech space, fulfilling my long-held aspirations. I made it. And if you think about it, before I became the growth lead of an early startup based in Silicon Valley, and before I became the operations and training specialist in a well-established company that is leading the operational revolution in the United States, I just made a brave decision to come here and just try whatever works. It was my experience as a nanny that paved my way to come here and work in tech space. Working as a nanny, it gave me so much time because work didn't occupy my mind after I clock out. It only occupies your mind during your work shift. So it left my open free time ready to be used for endless learning and trying things out. I managed to build my e-learning platform thanks to that free time. And do you remember the dad who I worked for 3 years? Yes, that one. The one who is a master of dad jokes, yet a serious entrepreneur. He is now one of my mentors in this crazy yet fulfilling tech world. And his nephew is now working in a world-class startup convention based in Madrid, and through him, I'm getting opportunities to volunteer, to get free tickets, getting free access to vast knowledge coming from amazing speakers and aspiring attendees. And oh, don't forget my IT entrepreneur Spanish friend, the one who I volunteered for to be as his unpaid weekend apprentice. I'm now working for his company as the head of operations. And right now, we've partnered to build and turn my e-learning platform into something bigger, something greater, something that provides more value not just to us, but to everyone. Yes, I am not earning as much as I was back then when I was still working remotely for startups that are based in Silicon Valley, but that's fine. Because just like when I gave up all the glam and glitz in the real estate industry back in the Philippines, right now, once again, I'm betting on my potential. I'm trusting my guts, hoping that this choice would soon make sense again, that my dots will align once more when the time is right. This is me saying yes to my dream over and over again. But now, I'm no longer alone. I found mentors, partners, like-minded individuals, and resources that fuel my growth. I'm now much more confident that I can do it. And even though I don't know where this venture of working as a head of operations and founding my own project would lead me, I am still very excited to see how my journey will unfold and how my dots will intertwine in the future. Because as Steve Jobs says, you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So no matter how chaotic your journey might seem, or your dot might look disconnected, just believe in yourself. Believe that your dots will somewhere find its right place. If my chaotic journey as an accountant, turned writer, turned virtual assistant, turned real estate professional, turned housekeeper, turned community builder, turned marketer, and turned operations specialist made sense, yours will too. I stand here as a testimony to the power of creating, forging your own unique journey. Trust yourself, listen to your inner voice, and trust in the process of connecting your dots. Together, let us celebrate the beauty of embracing chaos and the transformative power it holds. Thank you.